So can you explain to me what binocular means?
So when people look out of both eyes, your eyes are slightly offset, and so your binocular function is your ability for your brain to use both eyes at the same time and to gather more information about the world because you're using both eyes. So if you just went round with one eye, you don't have higher order function of depth perception, but actually you can live a good life. There's no evidence that having one eye limits you in your successful career options, apart from maybe being a jet fighter pilot. Potentially, doing really fine microsurgical stuff would be difficult if you're trying to do that one-eyed. But I certainly know kids who have one vision that's excellent in one eye, and they can play all the sports they want. The ability to get by on one eye, your brain just takes all that information and uses it. So my job with little kids is to try and give them the best binocular function that I can, which means using both eyes at the same time.
Great. And so what does diopter mean?
Yeah, so a diopter is the measurement of the turn of your eye. So you'll see when your child comes in for the exam that we use a stack of prisms, which is like a triangle piece of plastic, and we hold that up in front of their eye, and then we do this cover test to try and measure the turn. And the prism actually offsets an image, so it bends light and bends the image, and what we do is neutralize the movement of the eye by bending the image far enough away that we can say, it's a 30 diopter turn or a 20 diopter turn, which is why we might measure a 30 diopter turn without the glasses and then no turn, or we call it orthotropic, with straight eyes with the glasses, or it might be that when we put the glasses on there's still 10 diopters or 20 diopters of turn. And the other thing you might hear the doctors talking about is might have, say, 35 diopter turn for the distance, so the eyes are crossed over 30 diopters for the distance, and then at near it's 45 or 60, so you've got a massive intern.
Yeah.
And that difference of that accommodative power and increased turn, often as we grow, there's less of a link there, which again is why by the time you're 8 or 9, often you don't have a big turn for near, because just the way that your eye structurally changes as you grow.
Yeah.